Hi everyone, I'm Lene Gehrig and my cameraman is Houston, and welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes, where we're going to be taking a look at some really beautiful cards using the Paper Cut Edger cutting dies. So come play with us. The first one I have for you is the Bluebird Edger, which is just so beautiful and so intricate. And this card that Debbie made, it looks like it would just have taken her forever to put this together with all of these layers, but it really couldn't have been more simple. And let me show you how she put this one together. So she took kind of a cream paper from Spice Market paper pack, and she cut the image, which I'll show you how to do in more detail a little bit later, but she cut the image by placing the die on the right side of the card and then ran it through her die cutting machine, leaving her this image. Then she took yellow paper, also from Spice Market, and she cut a second image, just trimming the paper on the left to block it off. So then to get this look, she simply cut away a portion of the die cut image that she wasn't going to need, just like this. Okay. Like this, and then she got closer to the bird here, and then she went up through the center here. Okay, and then she just glued this, aligning the pieces over the top. Then another piece here. Put paper on the back of the card, and there you have it. So then she also added some glitter border, some jewel border dazzles in gold, and also a script sentiment there. So very, very simple to put together and really beautiful. So let me show you our next one. Okay, this gorgeous card. Beautiful. This one uses the Lily of the Valley Edger. Grab it here. There we go. This one, Debbie also made this one, and she used clear glitter sheets on top of a card, and then she used red holographic ripple paper as well. This one, you can cut it. Here, I just cut it from a regular card. This one is just cut so that it is being used vertically, but Debbie turned that and used it horizontally, which I thought was really clever. And then her greetings came from a brand new product that we have, which is, let me see, these are our heart dazzles, which many of you may have seen some of these before, but we've reproduced them in new finishes. All of this just in time for Valentine's Day. So Debbie took this one, You and Me, at the top, and used that on her card, which I thought was just really beautiful and really striking with the gold ripple paper. So let's move on to another one. All right, this one is the Daisy Edger. And on this card, Debbie colored with La Plume pens, okay, and covered the card, and I just thought that was just really, really striking. And here's what it looks like just on from a blank white card. Beautiful edge. And you can get the full supply list by looking at our gallery, and you'll get a full supply list with all the links to where to find all of these different products. She also used on this card, I should mention, our Happy Birthday Dazzles, which we have just printed in all of these wonderful finishes, okay? And she happened to use gold here. All right, next card. This one is the Wild Rose Edger. Just gorgeous. And Debbie did something really special here. Okay, so this is how the Wild Rose Edger looks, just cut vertically. Okay, then what she did is she took a portion of this and laid it along the corners of a card, and then just turned it over, and we saw our code back there, turned it over and trimmed it even with the card edges. Really a simple technique to do, but how versatile, you know, there's just so many different things that you can do with these edgers. They're just one of my new favorite things. So now I'm going to show you some more cards here. Here's one of my favorite Dragonfly edgers, and a card that I made using this one. And I just thought I just had a lot of fun with this. I used our new product, these wonderful little embellishments, and they're called sparklets. And they just have little like half pearls and flowers and little jewels included with a little package of sparklets. So I kind of went crazy here with this one. And let me show you how to do this technique. We'll show you about how to do a little paper piecing with this. So the first thing you need to do is the edgers are about 5 inches wide or 5 inches long. And so I have a 6.5 inch long card here. So I trimmed a little bit off of the edge. You can see here, I didn't quite get it all, so I'll just finish there. And then I want to secure my edger on the far right side of the card. So here's the card opened, okay? And I just took a little stencil tape. You could also use washi tape to secure your stencil. And the far edge of the, did I say stencil? Your far edge of your cutting die on the right-hand side. And then I'm just using the Big Shot machine, die cutting machine. And what you would do is just make sure that your card, this has got a 6 inch wide platform, you just want to make sure your card fits through the opening on the platform, and you'll have no problem getting that through. Okay, so I won't actually run it through because that takes too long. So here I have the card after it's been run through the machine. Okay, it's got a really beautiful edge on it. And then I ran it through the machine again just using pink cardstock. And so what I did with that was I just did a little bit of cutting, and I cut away some of the things that I didn't want to show. And you have to get a little bit creative where there's a little bit of an edge there. And here as well, I have to kind of round that. But just very little cutting, as you can see. And then I have to make a cut right there to let that go. Oops, I was way off camera, sorry about that. All right. And now I'm cutting along the end of the body. Okay. And I did want to get rid of this part as well. Okay. Really very quick. Okay, and then you just put a little bit of glue stick on the back. And then I just aligned it with the first image, okay, and just glued that down. And that's how I got this look. Here's a little sparklet pack that I used. And this one was called Aloha. Aloha. Really fun to use. I would encourage you to pick up as many of these sparklets as you possibly can and stockpile those. Okay, here's another card. And this one uses the Snowdrop edger. Okay. This card also very, very easy to put together. What I did with this card is, here it is just cut out of a white card. So instead of cutting the gold part out of a card, I used hammered gold paper, went ahead and ran it through a machine, and then I just made a cut right here on the paper, and that squared off that hammered gold. And then just add a little bit of polka dot from Dots and Stripes paper pack. Glued this hammered gold on, and then did a little bit of embellishing with the sparklets once again. Just had fun with these and putting them over the little places where the snowdrops would be. Really fun. And also used, let's see, here's another one, the Hollyhock edger. And here's my card for Hollyhock edger. I wanted to make a card a little bit larger. This is a 6x6 card, so you can see that it really works with any format at all. When I cut my card, I just ran it through the edger, longer piece of paper, ran it through, put the edger here, and then ran it through my die cutting machine, and then did a little embossing and also added some borders. Once again, we've got a new collection of borders to show you. Dazzle borders in all different kinds of finishes. Really, really beautiful. So those are brand new from Paper Wishes as well. And then also down here I added a sweet little glitter button, which I thought was really cute. And my greeting, which I just really love: believe in yourself. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you may seem, and smarter than you think, which I think is just a really wonderful, encouraging sentiment. And that is from Penny Black's Just Believe stamp set. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Please take a look at our Money Saver bundles for all of these wonderful cutting dies. These edgers are amazing. I would definitely stock up on them while you can, because you can see they do so many different things. They're really a wonderful tool to have in your supplies. So thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you soon.